I'm going to be a sophomore in college, and education is very important to me because it is a gateway to careers in the world, and without an education, it's really hard to get anywhere. And my family said that education is very important, and I believe that is true also. I guess education doesn't stop, but when I finish college, I want to get a job working with the Native Americans. I don't know what yet, but I want to be there to help my people and just do everything I can to make sure that our people are still relevant and still very out there in the world, and they can be very successful. And I don't want us to fall by the wayside. I want us to be a very strong group of people.
Education for me is important, mainly because it helps me as an individual to learn and grow. That way, one, I can better prepare myself for the future, whatever that may be, and also to help me to be successful in the work field as well. I want to be able to provide for my family, raise my children in such a way that they too will be successful themselves. My parents, they're like my biggest supporters, and I know that they really want me to succeed. And so for me, one way is I don't want to like disappoint them or anything. Also, so I can be half a good parent as they are.
I want to get a good scholarship and go to a good college that will bring me like good education, and I want to have some pretty high grades to do that, and I kind of want to keep a good record, not be tardy or missing school a lot or skipping school. Just be successful in life and have a great future, and they don't want it to be all messed up or anything.
I want to be a good student so I could get a scholarship one day.
People don't understand Indian education, they don't understand Native students, they don't understand the differences that can occur in classrooms because of cultural differences, language differences, and so really our program is just about educating teachers, students, parents, administrators, the community, to be able to all work together so that we can work for the good of Native students. And the more that we press forward, the more we see people kind of coming around and saying, oh yeah, this really is a real thing, this is something that's needed. And through the past 3 years, we've really built a community, and I think that to me is really what Native Indian education is about. Students that are struggling are starting to not struggle as much. They're starting to succeed, they're starting to excel, they're starting to enjoy school, and so we've noticed some differences. Last year we had all 7 of our seniors graduate, which has never happened in the history of our school district. So we feel like that it's pretty important. Our program is kind of a twofold program. We have an academic portion where we provide mentorship, tutoring, we do remediation, and just overall academic help. Then we also have a culture portion where we provide Navajo language classes and cultural classes.
I do Native American hoop dancing and jimbo dancing, and my brother and sisters also do some Native American dancing. They're kind of cool, and they're really, really fun to learn, especially when they're dances, and I love to dance, and so dancing is just because I've been doing all kinds of dances, but then when I learn Native American dancing, it feels better than other kind of dances that I do.
What do you like about dancing?
To know that I'm learning more about my culture.
It's kind of like you're learning the history about yourself sometimes, or learning history about people that you may know of, and they're like your ancestors that you're learning about, and so it's kind of keeping the tradition going, or yeah.
Same thing that she said.
Because I've gone to school, I've learned to understand. I learned to find new information or new knowledge, and also learn to be with people, all kinds of people, young and old, my people or any other people. That seemed to be the secret, is learning how to get along with people, learning to know who they are, what they're about. And I noticed that we're all in the same boat. If the boat goes down, we're all going down together. So that's another way to say we're all alike.
My name is Victoria Bidone, and I'm empowered by families in the Navajo community, the strength of families. My hope is to be able to provide resources to help families improve housing, since like during my mother's generation, her family traveled as seasonal travel throughout the reservation. So a lot of the homes that they took care of, and the way families took care of each other, was through movement. So now communities are becoming more sedentary. So the change in lifestyle is a little bit difficult for people in my generation who we don't really have, I would say, areas that have been developed for generations and generations. A lot of them was just based on acknowledgement of saying, yeah, this is recognized as used by clans in this area. So the focus with improved housing, improved water, electricity, internet, I think within the family itself, people would be able to help younger kids, to help elderly. So the assistance is really needed for that middle class, so we would be able to take care of our grandparents and our kids. So that is what I'm hoping, and that's what empowers me, is the strength of families.
My name is Willie Gray Eyes. I'm from Navajo Mountain and lived there most of my life. So what inspires me or empowers me is this day that the Native people, the indigenous people, are unified under certain agreement and collaboration. So that empowers me, and I like to see that also within the regions, tribal regions, and also within the United States, at the national level, at the federal level. Right now, I can see that there's a division between the large land-based tribes and small land-based tribes. I don't see that as being a problem, but politically, that's the form that has been taught or ingrained into the Native people, and that has worked to the advantage of the opposite party. And divide and conquer is the same thing as large land-based tribes, small land-based tribes. So that is my understanding and my position. So hopefully in the future that more and